My name is Jenny Chang, and I study at Juniata College for Integrated Media Arts, and here at Cheltenham I studied animation, graphic design, and advertising.
Hi, my name is Bailey Harmon. I studied the visual arts at Manchester University, and here in Cheltenham, England, I studied animation, illustration, and creative writing through the BCA program.
Hi, I'm Amanda Kopaz. My major is Integrated Media Arts and Marketing, and here at Cheltenham I studied animation.
Living in Pittville, Student Village was pretty nice because you get your own room, you also get a kitchen and a lounge. It is very different from American dorms as well because there is a lot more room. You don't really have a roommate, you have flatmates.
I lived on the Pittville student campus, and it was really great because we had our own Lori Lee building, which had access to the cafeteria, to a grocery store, and to the gym, and it was opened late and early, so it was really good for doing work as well.
Transportation from Pittville is really easy. If you wanted to, you can just take a taxi, but I wouldn't recommend it. Starts to add up a little bit. Instead, there's a really easy bus that runs from Pittville to Gloucester to all the campuses, and since you're a student, you get to use a student discount. Other than the bus, you can also travel just by walking.
I absolutely loved living in Cheltenham, England. The town itself, it's not too big to be a bustling city, but it's really loud and unsafe. It's actually quite safe.
I've gone from the bus stop literally doing an all-nighter, I will say that, at 2, 3 a.m., come back through a shortcut and have been totally safe. I would definitely recommend maybe the late night bus, which runs till 11:30. It's just easier that way, but I've never felt that I needed to have an escort or take a taxi back or anything like that.
I really have enjoyed living here. It's a really safe town. I have walked into town at 2 a.m. to catch a bus. I have walked back at 12 a.m. from the bus station, so I think it's really safe, and it has a nice little town full of restaurants and things to do, so it's really great.
Cheltenham is a great place to be. I think that where it is, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's the perfect size for something to do along the weekend, or even just taking 2 steps out the door and going through the park.
There are a ton of shops and restaurants, and there's also a club where you can go with your friends and have a fun time. It was a lot of fun. I loved being here.
The town is very friendly. I've gotten lost and just had no problem going into shop and asking them how can I get to my destination, and they were happy to help.
One of my biggest fears was probably just overall adjusting. I'm very close with my family. I was very stable at my school at home, and so coming here and being somewhere completely new made me nervous because I wasn't sure how I would do.
The biggest fear that's on everybody's mind is money. And let me tell you, I worked my butt off during the summer to spend while I was abroad, and I blew that within a month. But the big thing about that is you realize how fast you're spending money and you become smarter. It's basically a learning curve.
When I studied abroad, I was really nervous about the classwork and whether or not I would be overwhelmed. I was also nervous about being lonely and how I would deal with adapting to living in a new country, in a new place. And actually, on the first day of my poetry class, a fellow American student who has been living here for a while introduced herself to me, and we became really close friends. And in regards to schoolwork, if I had any questions or concerns, I would easily talk to my tutors, and in time I became really comfortable being here and fell in love with the place.
My first experience is obviously the excursions.
And then the excursions we took through BCA were just incredible.
You get to go on excursions, and it's nice because they take you into England, so you don't have to worry about doing that on your own. They kind of do it for you, and you can go beyond that.
It wasn't that there was too many, not enough, anything like that. It was perfect. We went basically once every month to one of the beautiful places around England and just had a blast.
BCA has been great because you come over with a group of people, so you automatically get friends, so that's really nice.
I met so many people here, and I know that I'm going to stay in contact with them for a long time. I've made really close friends here that are really hard to leave, but I know we'll stay in touch.
We were a really small group, so we became a tight-knit friend group, and I think that we'll be friends for quite some time.
The classes, again, were amazing. They had classes here that weren't offered at my school. So when I came here, I got to learn a lot of new programs and things I wouldn't have been able to learn if I would have stayed at my home university.
BCA has allowed me to come here and study animation, which isn't offered at my school, so it was a really great opportunity to come here and be able to do like 3D animation and learn different softwares that I wouldn't have the opportunity to do back at my home school.
Even though I dabble more in the traditional arts, here I was able to learn amazing movie editing programs, animation programs, and that's something that is an incredible opportunity.
Studying abroad is a very important thing that I think everyone should really do, because you experience a cultural shock basically. You go to all these places and you see the different lifestyle. Coming here as an American student and talking to all the other English students, it's so much fun to get to know them.
Overall, BCA has allowed me to travel and see the world and experience different cultures.
My advice to any incoming study abroad needs or anything like that is to self-motivate yourself.
My advice would be just to plan. I planned in advance, so then when I planned early in the semester, then I had all my trips to look forward to, and I planned my budgeting around, and then I knew what I had to do, and it just made my life a lot easier. Just plan!
So some advice I would have to give to people considering traveling or studying abroad in general. I know it's scary and I know that's nerve-wracking, but all I can really offer is that you just have to do it. Because you will regret not coming here than coming here, because you're going to have some amazing opportunities and experiences you just cannot have in your home school and your home state.